I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's do this. Hair look okay?
Hair looks great.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta think about how I start these bad boys.
It's been a while.
It's been a long
A
time.
little rusty. I'm the guinea pig.
You are listening to Digging In Podcast, presented by Rooted Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a new season 3 of the Digging In Podcast, and we have a very special guest to kick things off for us. Alexa, welcome to the
Thank
podcast.
you. I'm excited to be here.
I love the excitement. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get a few team members here on it. But as soon as I asked you, hey, do you want to lead the season off? You're like, yep, absolutely.
Gotta bring the high energy. Gotta bring the high energy.
You have to. Okay, so we're just gonna dive into getting to know you a little bit better. So this full episode is gonna be all about you.
All right. I can do that. I can do that.
So maybe let's start off with, for people who haven't met you yet or don't know you, how would you introduce yourself outside of work?
Well, I'm 26 years old. I was born and raised here. I love to read. I love being outside, spending time with my friends. I'm a very energetic, outgoing person, I'd like to say. So
Yeah.
I like to be active. I like to be doing it. I like to be in it. You'll
Okay.
very seldom see me just sitting down.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's, I'm not saying I'm surprised, but I actually did
Yeah.
not know that about you. I didn't realize you were so go, 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 go.
I love to be go, go, go. I get a little stir crazy if I'm sitting down for too long.
Okay, that's good
Yeah.
to know. If someone asks, so now that you work here at Rooted Wealth Advisors, and we'll get a little bit further into ultimately what you do, but if someone just asks kind of, I guess, what do you do for Rooted Wealth Advisors, what would you say?
They call me a team player. It's kind of where I'm
Okay.
at right now, is I'm kind of running around between some service work and some planning. Also,
Okay.
been a little bit more heavy in the planning recently. So
Okay.
I love putting the puzzles together of people's retirement and where they want to go and their goals. So that's where I'm at now, is I'm really leaning into the planning, and we'll see where it takes me.
I like it. You already mentioned that you grew up here in Bourbon, Illinois. Is that
Yes,
correct?
I
Okay.
did.
So this is probably a little bit of a tough question, but is there any certain moment or moments that shaped you in terms of who you are today?
Maybe for me, it was just when I was younger, my parents always instilled like a really hard work ethic in
Okay.
me and my brother from a very young age, to the point that I was in second grade riding my bicycle through my neighborhood delivering newspapers.
No kidding.
For like my whole childhood, we were doing that. And they were just, my parents always gave us that, like, you're going to work hard. You're going to do what you want to do to meet your goals, and we're going to help you get there. But you need to have that push too. So I think that was a big turning point for me, is like, that was like my first responsibility that really
Okay.
kind of grew me into my work ethic, I guess.
Second grade delivering newspapers.
Yeah, on a
Okay.
bicycle.
That's pretty neat,
In the
actually.
minivan when it was snowing.
No kidding. Something else that I did not know about
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Did that until I was 18.
Wow. I think that's cool. I will say, like, you know, that does shine through. Even though I didn't know that about you, I can definitely tell that's a big part of who you are, is ultimately like your work ethic and, you know, as Jerry puts it, your intellectual curiosity.
He loves telling me that. He loves saying that all the time. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
You're very
I'll take it.
intellectually curious.
Yeah.
But also you work very hard at it, right? You can't be intellectually curious unless you are willing to work and, you know, educate yourself, because none of that comes, you know, doesn't just come to you, right? You
Yeah.
have to go explore. Interesting. So you kind of already mentioned, like, you like going, reading, all these things. So what does a typical day off of work look like for you?
A Saturday rundown. What do I do?
Yes, that's what we want
Usually
here.
Waking up, hanging out with the dogs. I have 2 dogs. Usually my brother and I always meet and go out for coffee on Saturday mornings, do a little debrief on the week and hang out and have coffee, run errands, whether it's shopping or going to visit some friends or finding to clean up the house for the day. Sometimes it's that,
Yeah.
but hanging out and
Just going.
just going. It's like it's usually my more chill kind of day, but it's also if I've got stuff to do, I'm gonna get that done too. Because on Sunday, then I can just chill.
Yep, chill day. Okay. What is
No,
some?
that doesn't help you very much, but
She likes to go on Saturday
Yeah.
and then chill.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. What is something that people often misunderstand about you at first?
I don't know if it's come out here, but a lot of my
Ooh.
friends will tell me this is that like when they first meet me, I'm very shy. I'm pretty reserved. I don't really open up a ton.
Okay.
I guess I'm very calm, cool, collected.
Okay.
When I'm comfortable with you, I am a little crazy. I am like, when I'm comfortable, I will say anything. We can do anything. It does not matter. My friend will say we kind of turn into like a little crackhead energy together when we get to that point. But it takes a while for that to come out. But
Okay.
I have that little fun side. It just
Okay.
takes a little bit of time to pull it out.
Okay. So it's interesting you say that because I will say, my first impression was like, oh, she's quiet, right? Or, oh, she's shy. And I do feel like the more that we've worked together, the more that we've gotten to know each other.
Just you wait. You've seen nothing yet. We'll get there.
We'll
Yeah.
wait till the offsite.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
That's typically where everyone starts to come out of their
yeah.
shell a little bit. What would be a habit or a routine that you rely on, that you're consistent with, that helps you stay grounded or focused?
I would say for me, one of my biggest routines to help keep me grounded is like getting into my Bible
Okay.
and really just whatever I need, whatever I'm looking for that day, I usually always find it whenever
Okay.
I flip to a certain page and I read. But I love to sit down, dig into my Bible, journal about it, do some devotionals,
Okay.
and that kind of reins me back in.
Yeah. So this is a good one. So how did you find your way to Root Wealth Advisors?
Oh, that's a fun story.
So let's get into it.
So I worked in the car industry from the time I was 21 years old.
Okay.
So I
About
started
5 years.
so
Okay.
2020 I started in the car industry when I was a junior in college, just working part-time in marketing for a dealership. Eventually got into it full-time there and was there for a long time. I was there for a long time. It was a lot to kind of navigate and work through. It was a small family-owned dealership. So it's like, here's your budget. Here's what you can do with it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right. So I just kind of took it and I ran with it. And then earlier this year, some things shifted with the company and ended up working at a tax firm after that. Yeah. So I left, when I left the dealership, went to a tax firm, worked there, started in March. So started like in the thick of tax season.
Okay. That's tough.
Working for a tax firm and just built up community there and expanded my knowledge even more. I was really interested in actually the process. And so I asked them to teach me things. And then I kind of ended up here because the old owner of the dealership knew the owner here. And he's like, hey, they're looking for someone. You should send your resume in. And here I am.
So he approached you first saying, hey, Rooted's hiring. You would be a good fit. You should apply.
Yeah. And
Okay.
he had kind of always told me, I've kind of thrown your name into some conversations.
So that's what Zach said.
Yeah. He's like, I've thrown your name into some conversations. And he said, they're kind of looking to expand. So maybe you should see what happens. And then I know JQ, our marketing director, also, my brother's girlfriend is one of her best friends. And she also had told me that they were looking for some more help. And she kind of also encouraged me also. So it was both of those avenues kind of helped push me through the door.
So are you an enrolled agent yet or not yet?
I am not. I
Okay.
have gone through the classes for it, but I have not taken the tests yet to
Sorry to
make
put
it
you on the spot.
official. No, that's okay. That's okay. We're in process of that happening.
Okay, that's fair. What is a strength that you bring to the team here at Rooted Wealth Advisors that might not show up on paper?
I don't know.
There's just so many to pick
Yeah,
from.
there's so many to pick from. I would say like maybe my compassion
Okay.
is something I've got a very
Rooted needs some compassion.
yeah, I've got a very like sensitive, giving heart for people, and I feel
Okay.
like sometimes maybe people perceive this industry as a little like cut and dry, but I like digging in more into the relationships of all of it.
Okay, I'd say that's a good fit for Rooted then. You're right, though. I mean, I always kind of giggle because Emily, she tells a story that, when she came in to interview with me, she like always kind of pictured, wealth management, financial advisors to be kind of these stuffy, nose in the air, too good for you types of people. And she was pleasantly surprised when she met me. So no big deal. So circling back to, you took the job here at Reed Wealth. What made you say yes?
I had 3 different interviews, and so I got the chance to
Whoa.
meet a lot of people when I
Okay.
first came in. The atmosphere just walking in, how welcomed I felt when I was here in the interviews, the types of questions they were asking me about where I wanted my future to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of easy to tell right off the bat that this was a place that genuinely like cares and fosters their people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very hard to find sometimes. And so
Yeah.
coming from the dealership where I felt that a lot and the tax office I felt that a lot, that wasn't really something I wanted to give up on.
Okay.
So walking in and feeling that welcomeness and that family like right off the bat and those core ethics was big.
There's a lot of byproducts of that here, in terms of, those that stay true to those values, to the, what we believe in. There's a lot of growth that can come and a lot of fulfillment, right? It's not just about the growth, but it's about feeling fulfilled, personally and professionally. I think that what I find the most unique and one of the coolest things about Reed Wealth Advisors is how much Zach's willing to pour into that, right? Like Zach doesn't just care about you as an employee, but you as a person, right? And wants to
Exactly.
see you grow. So I think that's cool. I like that you said that. All right, I'll go kind of last one here. You obviously have a lot of years left in your career and your life, but what is a piece of advice that you would give your younger self?
Probably to save more. I would say like when I
I love that. I looked at Phil.
yeah. So I would say like when I first kind of jumped into the full-time world, I was like, oh, money. It's like it went from like just working part-time paper out and working at Family Video part-time when they were still open to now just like I've got big girl money and what am I going to do with it? And so like looking back, I wish I would have put more away at the
Okay.
time than I did so that I'd have more built up now.
That's fair. I mean, you still
Yeah.
got plenty of time. By
I
the
mean,
way.
yes,
You'll be all right.
I still have plenty of time, but looking back, I'm like, some of these things I bought, I don't feel like I needed to buy them. So maybe just being more conscious about
Yeah.
where I was spending the money.
That's good reflection, right? It's
Yeah.
good awareness. I'm a big sleep on it guy. Everyone's heard this that listens to the podcast. Sometimes I got to sleep on it for a week. But I usually feel really good about my decision the more time that I take. And a lot of the times I'm like, that's stupid. I don't need that. And then I
Yeah.
move on with it. So one more question then. Like, do you have a guilty pleasure, like something that you spend too much money on that you shouldn't?
Oh, yes.
What? God, tell us now.
Concerts and travel.
Concerts and travel. What kind of music do you
Yeah.
like?
I'm really all over the place. I'll be at country concerts. I'll be at pop concerts. I mean, big country. I would say country more
Big
than
country.
anything is
Okay.
the concerts you'll see me at. But yeah, concerts and travel are a big guilty pleasure for me.
Okay,
Because
so-
I'm a big go person. I like experiences. I like being out there. So
That makes a lot more sense then.
yeah.
Cool. Anything else that you want, whether it's clients, prospective clients, friends, family, that are watching, anything that you want to leave them with?
I'm excited to keep digging in and learning, and
That was good.
we're
That was
always
good pun right there. I like that.
Oh, it wasn't even intentional. It wasn't even intentional, but I'm excited to learn and grow here, and this is the type of company that really fosters that. So I feel like that should give everyone we work with and everyone who gets to experience us some confidence too that we want to grow and we want you to grow. So we're always going to be here for you.
That's right. I like that. I've told you this before. Super. I think, I've been very impressed since the day that you started. See a very long-term career here for you with plenty of growth. You're just the type of high-level person that we want to have on the firm, and hopefully those that are watching can see that through this episode. So thank you so much for taking the time. Everyone, welcome to season 3. So much more to come. So many more team members to introduce you to. And then, of course, we'll add a few financial topics along the way. So stay tuned. We'll dig in soon.
This was Digging In Podcast, presented by Rooted Wealth Advisors.